Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for joining once again for a new publication of results of LatinNCAP. In this case, we are talking about phase 10, and this is the last publication, the publication before the last one of this phase 10 of LatinNCAP. So to start, as we usually do, we're going to show the videos of the cars that we have tested and are publishing in this new publication of results. This is a Chevrolet new Onix. We have tested the Plus. This is a hatchback version with 6 airbags and ESC standard, and also the Mitsubishi L200 with no airbags, also is a pickup version. The Chevrolet Onix, new Onix hatchback made in Brazil, and the Mitsubishi L200 made in Thailand and Brazil. The results: the Chevy new Onix hatchback is 6 airbags and ESC standard is 5 stars for adults and 5 stars for child occupant protection, with an advanced award in pedestrian protection as well. As you can see, the good coloring of the dummies. And we're now watching the video. This video you're looking at this time is the sedan version we tested and published in September. As a clarification, the hatchback version of the new Onix, it's the same car as the sedan from the B pillar to the front. For that reason is that we have considered the ODB frontal test of the sedan valid as well for the hatchback version. As a reminder, this car has a very good protection in terms of the restraint systems, also stable structure, and also very good protection for child occupants using rearward facing for both children and isofix anchorages for both child seats. This car showed, as mentioned, stable structure and good performance in the front occupants, in the frontal test, frontal crash for the occupants. So we're watching now the side impact protection, the side impact test on the hatchback version. The reason that we are performing this test on the hatchback is that this vehicle has a different wheelbase than the sedan. That's why we need to perform the side impact once again, as geometry on the side impact, it's actually different from the sedan version. We're now watching at the child protection, very good child protection for both child occupants using rearward facing isofix connected seats, and also low intrusion in the side impact for the hatchback version to achieve the requirements of the 5 stars adults and child occupant protection. We're watching now to the pole impact test. Pole impact test, as explained and as analyzed and verified by LatinNCAP, B pillar to the front. Both cars, sedan and hatch, are the same. This is the sedan version we're looking at, so the pole impact test is valid also for the hatchback version. That's the reason why we haven't performed, once again, the pole impact on a hatchback version. As you can see, the pole impact is impacting from the B pillar to the front of the car and not to the rear. So for that reason, the dynamics is understood to be the same. On ESC, it's once again same vehicle, same configuration on the hatch and the sedan. Also, ESC is valid for both vehicles. We're watching now the movie from the inside of the car on ESC testing and pedestrian protection, as both cars from the B pillar to the front are the same. Then pedestrian protection is valid for both versions. With that, this vehicle is confirming the 5 stars for adults, 5 stars for child occupants, and the advanced award for pedestrian protection as well. We're looking at now the result of the Mitsubishi L200 with no airbags, 0 stars for adults and 2 stars for child occupant protection, with a poor protection on the head, neck, and chest of the driver. And this is actually what explains the 0 stars for this vehicle. We're now watching the frontal crash test of the car. We're watching now the slow motion. You can see the head and the chest impacting severely with the steering wheel. The steering wheel column, that from our understanding didn't perform as expected. Unstable structure as well, no airbags, no pretensioners in the car, which is surprising for a manufacturer like Mitsubishi that showed already that they know how to produce 5-star vehicles. And once again, appalling result, appalling decision from the manufacturer to offer the car in this condition. Child occupants, also from the manufacturer, apparently not very relevant. They recommended belted seat with poor performance, as you can see and you can read by the style writing, although the car has isofix. The manufacturer just didn't make available the seats to use them with isofix. Summary of results: the Chevy new Onix hatchback, 6 airbags as standard in ESC, 5-star adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, and the advanced award for pedestrian protection. This is probably the most relevant result for LatinNCAP in the last 4 years. We want to recognize and thank very much Chevrolet for this model. The model is expected to sell more than 250,000 units a year, and the manufacturer has placed a strategy to sell this new model at the same price as the old model as well. So this is a strong strategy to try to gain and achieve the highest volume, the highest sales volumes as soon as possible. The other good news is that sedan and hatchback version, both of them are rated 5 stars, adults and children, as well as Advanced Award, with standard 6 airbags and ESC. And good news as well, as I was saying, is that this car is going to be produced also in Mexico for the Mexican market and some other markets in the northern part of Latin America. That's good news because it's definitely, this car is going to be available for more consumers, not just relying on the Latin America or South American demand, actually, which is pulling first the production of Brazilian plants for this vehicle. So I understand now the more manufacturers, more consumers, will be actually we get the benefit of being able to buy such a popular car with such a high level of safety. On the other hand, we have the Mitsubishi L200, which was it actually sold without any airbags, with poor protection for the driver, 0 stars for adults and 2 stars for child occupant protection. It's appalling and very unfortunate decision from Mitsubishi. It's a manufacturer that showed already that they can offer cars with 5 stars, that they have shown in LatinNCAP in the last years. Unfortunately, apparently child occupant protection is not that relevant for this manufacturer, as the star ratings for child occupants are still low since the previous models that have been tested. In the same line, it's actually alarming, and it opens a big question mark on the ethics of the manufacturer. But it's alarming that this car is the best-selling pickup in Chile, where pickups are very popular for mining companies and fleet use, which is once again a red alert for fleet managers over there and also for the government in Chile. That would be it for as I said, we have one more publication before the end of the year. This is the one before the last one. And we expect the last one to be around the second week of December. We will let you know on due time. We thank you very much for supporting. We thank you very much for following us. Before we say goodbye, we would like to acknowledge and thank very much to our supporters, FI Foundation, Bloomberg Philanthropies, Global NCAP, ICRT, and IADB. Thank you very much for joining, and we hope to see you soon in the next publication of results a few days away from now.